Hello, Vivisector here. I decided I wanted to do some Let's Plays. Originally I was going to do modded Civ 5, but that kept crashing because I enabled too many mods, so I decided, I just needed to do something to get a video out there so people can complain about my audio balancing and then probably tell me how to fix it. So I decided to do a match of Age of Empires 2 HD Edition with the Forgotten expansion. Why Age of Empires 2? I don't know. I like strategy games. I've been playing Age of Empires 2 for a long time, and I'm shit at it. If you want to learn how to get good at strategy games or watch someone who is good at them or can play them at a competitive level, this is the wrong channel. If you want to watch someone just continuously get wrecked, even by the computer, which is what I'll be doing today, just a skirmish against the computer, then I guess this is the channel for you. I don't know why you're looking for that particular content, but hey, I'm here. So I'm just going to be doing a quick skirmish today, and that's it. And I'll see how that goes over, and maybe I'll make some more videos, more than the one. So yeah, definitely not Budapest. Budapest is interesting. You start with 2 towns. I can't do it. We're going full random. Medium-sized map, 2 teams. I'm gonna be the Italians. Let me just check the Italians. Again, archer and naval. Maybe you don't want naval. Magyars, cavalry. Okay, we're going with cavalry, and then someone to complement. No, I mean, look, Spanish. Gunpowder and monk. All right, and then we'll fight against the Britons. They're archer based, and then what do the Celts do? Infantry. All right, so. Guess that's a good setup. I'm gonna be playing on moderate, that way I get wrecked. Cause yeah, I'm that shit. Here's the difficulties. Moderate's right in the middle. So yeah, let's see how this goes. Hopefully it won't run too slow. My computer has been doing who knows what. I should let you know that I have a mod installed to give me a grid on the map. Now you guys killed that llama. Okay, you assigned to 1. And start exploring. Yeah, it's not a very good way to explore, but I'm not very good at multitasking. I'm still learning how to play the game better. I never used to use hotkeys and stuff, and I played this game a lot when I was in elementary school. So I'm trying to get good, because I'm a scrub. Should I build a lumber camp? Too late. I was just thinking, maybe I should build a mill so we can get some farms up early. And then I didn't. I should get some more wood. Maybe I could build a dock somewhere. It looks like this map is gonna have rivers on it. Hopefully there's fish and they're not just shallows. I may want to scout a bit more before deciding to build a dock, because that might turn out to be a very bad idea. Oh, do I have another? No, that's a llama. I thought that was a villager for a second. It was just standing there idle. Alright, so in case you don't know what Age of Empires 2 is, or you're unfamiliar with gaming in general, Age of Empires 2 is a real-time strategy that originally came out in 2001 for the PC, developed by Ensemble Studios, which is now shut down because of some decisions by Microsoft, because Microsoft published for them, because Microsoft told them, hey, make a Halo RTS, but on console, and RTSs are one of the genres that don't work on console because they're very reliant on mouse control and hotkeys. They don't translate over to console well. Even though first-person shooters used to not translate over to consoles, we figured that out. Nobody's figured out how to do RTS as well yet. They tried their best, but they ended up simplifying the game so much to make it work on console properly with a controller. It just wasn't fun to play. And then they said, hey, take this classic series, Age of Empires, turn it into a free-to-play MMO. Or does that count as an MMO? Either way, it didn't go well. And I don't really feel it was Ensemble's fault. But last year, or 2 years, when was it? I think it was last year, Age of Empires 2 had an HD edition which went on Steam, and it was kind of lazy, but it meant that you could play the game on modern systems, which is cool. And then they let it go to 60 FPS, so you get higher frame rates. They had a new expansion, added a mod system, and they continued improving it. Now it has built-in Twitch capability, and I feel like now the HD port is a lot nicer than it used to be, although for me at the beginning it was worth it just because I wanted to play Age of Empires 2 again. So Age of Empires 2, again, medieval real-time strategy game based from the Dark Age, like in the Dark Ages to early Renaissance era, I would say. Or yeah, the Renaissance era, definitely, because Age of Empires 3 is like Age of Discovery, finding a new continent. And so in a real-time strategy, essentially, your goal is to defeat all the other players, and unlike a game like Civ, it's not that open-ended. Pretty much you have to defeat the other players by destroying all of their units, or all of their buildings that produce units, or all of their bases. Depends on the RTS specifically, but pretty much they're very war-focused. But in the early game, you build up an economy, and that leads to war later. And so it's all about reacting quickly, coming up with good strategies for build order, when you should build things, how you should work up your economy, and monitoring the other player to see, oh, looks like they're gonna try and attack me early, so I should try and build defenses. And that asshole is stealing my llamas, which I need for food. That's not gonna be well. I'm pretty bad at them, but I think they're fun. So essentially, we're in the very beginning of the game, which is mostly economy based. You can build some military. If I built a barracks, I could start producing some militia, but they're pretty weak. And usually early game raids are risky. I'm trying to study up on how to play this game better. So mostly the early phase is trying to build up your economy as fast as possible, and then get enough food to get to the next age, because in order to advance ages, essentially you have to build so many buildings from that age and spend like X amount of resources in order to get to the next age. I need more woodcutters. So this is my town center. This is where I can produce villagers and age up, and you can get some economic technologies here. So essentially this is my home base. It can produce villagers. Villagers are what you use to gather resources and produce buildings. And then buildings like these houses here, they can store additional population. Mills are kind of like drop centers for resources, like for food. You can build barracks, which I hope that's pretty self-explanatory. I build infantry units there. And then some more strange buildings like a market, which is not a building you see in every RTS, and essentially it allows you to trade some resources for other resources, but it's not a very efficient trade-off. You lose some in the process, and it allows you to send carts back and forth between your allies in order to gain essentially free gold, as long as those carts don't get attacked, because they can't defend themselves. Villagers aren't very good at attacking. They can technically attack, but they don't have many defenses, which is why you need military units. So I'm building up more houses so I can build more villagers. I could save up to age up right now, but I found that it works out better for me in order to get a much stronger economy early on, so that way while I'm aging up, I'm still gaining a lot of resources during that time. Because from what I've read, what's important is to make sure your villagers are always busy, like 100% of the time they're busy, because any time that they're not busy, it's essentially time wasted and it's resources you're losing out on, because it's a real-time strategy, so any time that you're wasting is bad. I mean, time's a resource. I mean, time's technically a resource in a turn-based strategy, but it's very much more reaction-based in a real-time strategy. Think of it as taking a strategy game and then mixing it with an action game. You have the reaction-based stuff of an action game, but you have all the planning of a strategy game. So over here I have my allies, because you can have teams, but I can't really see much of them yet. And my enemies, I don't know where they are because the map is black, because I haven't explored it, and anything that's dark here is Fog of War. Essentially it means I've explored it, but I can't see it currently, so I don't know what's there. So if an enemy builds a building there, and I haven't been there recently, it won't show up there unless I go explore it later. Just not good at hotkeys. I need to cut down these trees here to make room for farms. And I should get these berries. Also, you may be wondering, well, why did you kill those llamas before you started getting the berries or building farms? I mean, farms cost wood, and then when the farms run out of food, you have to spend more wood. But why didn't you go for the berries? I mean, they're free food right there. And yeah, they're good for early game, but there's something I learned about this game that I didn't know before, and that's different sources of food have different gather rates. So you gather food from a dead animal much faster than you actually gather food from berry bushes. So I don't have many villagers on them. I still want to utilize that free resource, especially since, you know, as I get rid of these bushes, it frees up more space. But it's also important to note that in this game, resources do not grow back. These trees, once I cut them down, they're gone forever. In some real-time strategies, they grow back, but in this one, resources are essentially finite. There's technically infinite resources from trade carts, which I mentioned earlier, and relics, which once you put them in your monastery, which you get later, it gives you a slow trickle of gold. And then there's some way to manipulate, you know, the trade-off of resources, and there's fish traps which cost so much wood and they give you 800 food. And you know, you can research upgrades to make farms more efficient. But in Age of Empires, oh man, she's just been sitting there the whole time. There's essentially a finite number of resources. Which means that you can't just, you know, go spending things willy-nilly. It's not like you can just get more. Oh, I found their place. I wouldn't build a dock here. I mean, maybe this is a lake, but it looks like it's just rivers and there's no food. No fish in here. So I'm just not even gonna build a dock. For to play on random maps. I mean, it just spices things up. I don't know what I'm gonna encounter. Again, I can give you a basic rundown of what this game is, but I can't tell you about, you know, good strategies. I mean, I feel like this house positioning probably wasn't that good. And looks like they got to the feudal age before me. That's not so great. I should probably build a market early off so I can start trading with my ally. And there's a technology you can research at the market to see where your allies have explored. So I'm going to research double bit axe so I can cut wood faster. Wood is used on farms. I'm going to set these guys in defensive. I don't want them to run off. So I need to produce military units because it's feudal age. I could definitely be rushed. And then I want to research horse collar. Because, you know, economy first. I'm not a person who usually goes towards rushes. I usually try and build a strong economy and then attack later game when I have more resources. At least that's what I like to do. Okay, you, I don't really have enough wood to build something, so you just chop wood for now. Or, you know what, actually, start mining gold. We need gold miners. And then I want to save up for this wheelbarrow, because wheelbarrow will make all villagers move faster. And then since I have... oh, I don't have the gold. Oh, and I can't build more villagers because I started researching wheelbarrow. Maybe that wasn't such a good idea. Oh, cartography's free for this civilization? That's cool. Notice on the minimap here, I see a lot more. It's because of cartography. Do they not have a market yet? No, they don't. They only have one farm. I guess they're focusing more on hunting. Huh. I should have set this game to record. Yes, still not enough gold. Okay, and I'm cavalry-based civilization, and I could use some more scouts, so I should probably build a stable. Alright, queue up 5 more villagers. Oh, by the way, if you have any questions, suggestions for how to play this game better because I'm a scrub, or complaints about crappy video or audio quality and how to fix that, those would be welcomed. Just try not to be an ass about it. Although, again, this is the internet, so what do I expect? Yes, chase the fishing boat. So productive. Much productive. Okay. Build another farm. Okay, you, I feel like I should build a watchtower or something. I need more houses to store more population. I also need more gold miners. We should research 175 wood. Yeah, I can spare that for gold mining. And and get mana arms. This will upgrade all my militia to mana arms, which are stronger. This is where you can store excess farms. So essentially, whenever a farm runs out, they have to rebuild it. And normally it would notify you that you had to rebuild it, and you'd have to spend the resources then. But essentially you can put farms here, so you spend the resources up front now, so whenever a farm dies later, you can, you know, you already spent the resources, so they can just go right to building the farm. Ah, Castle Age already? Full disclosure, I am most likely gonna die. Let's build some pikemen, or spearmen, pikemen later. Let's kill that scout, cause, I don't know, stir up some shit so that I get destroyed. I think they're using this fishing boat as a scout since fishing ships are cheap. Or they're actually looking for fish. Which I didn't mention, one of the cool things I like about Age of Empires is that some RTSs, the units are kind of limited to the roles they're assigned. So, you know, spearmen are infantry that counter cavalry. You know, man-at-arms are your basic infantry. They're good at taking down villagers and, like, archers and stuff. Oh, crap. They didn't like those towers, so they sent galleys to go attack it. Okay, let's build an archery range. I can't build siege units yet, it's too early in the game. We should get a stone mine. And I know you're probably thinking, hey, why are you doing that? You have a mining camp right here. Well, you know, since real time is an element, the amount of resources you have is not so much important as the rate at which you gather resources. So the closer they are to nearby camps, the better. Because that means, you know, they can drop off resources faster, meaning you can use them faster, essentially. Okay, I'm gonna ask, you can chat with your allies even if they're computer allies, although it's kind of limited what you can do. I tell them to attack. Oh, they cannot. Because they're wrapped up in something. Maybe the same situation. I'm gonna get totally wrecked, by the way. Oh, crap. I'm gonna call my villagers back. This means I'm losing resources. Oh, crap. This is not. Oh, no. I'm probably gonna die right here. I should have chose a lower difficulty. I could show more of the game, but instead I'm just gonna show how much of a scrub I am. I mean, I could cheat. No, I don't need tracking. I don't need tracking. Setting garrison points, that way when I produce a unit, they just show up here. Come on, man. Come on, you gotta protect me. Please. Please. Maybe I could have... You know, gave myself more allies than enemies to fight. You know, like, I have one ally and then it's just one enemy. You know, I had to make things all even. Oh, and the enemy's in their town too. Essentially meaning that we're both fucked. Probably because I suck. It's part of it. Definitely. I'm running out of resources, so I can't really continue to produce units like this. Okay, you guys, it's less efficient. Start mining up here. You're getting fired upon down here. Yeah, I'm not gonna make it through this game. I really need to learn to play this game better. I really wish that even if you gave them a garrison point, if they were attacked on the way, you could have them so that they attack when they are attacked. Maybe there's a way to do that. Maybe you can set like attack, move, garrison point. Also, I'm not sure how well you can hear it, but I love the soundtrack to this game. It's kind of like modern medieval music. Cool as shit. Alright, yeah. You know what, let's use some cheats. No, let's not use some cheats. Let's just get wrecked. We're just gonna get wrecked. See how long I can hold out. It's a tower defense game now. Actually, they had a tower defense scripted campaign, because you can create custom campaigns, like missions, and that includes scripting, so you can put in like custom code to make weird scenarios. And also they had that one tower defense Age of Empires game for mobile. I never played that. I'm not playing, no. Either. It just sounds like a way to use the Age of Empires license to sell games. I mean, maybe it's a good game, I don't know. So I don't have any mobile platforms. Like traditional, like Android, iOS, that kind of stuff. 800 food, 200 gold. Definitely don't have that. I actually expect to get my shit totally wrecked by now. My food income is not good. Let's just pull my units there. Pull another mining camp. You'll build it too. I need more food. You're a farmer now. You're a farmer now. I want to research any military tech. I mean, it would be in my best interest, but I also need to get to the next age. I mean... Oh, Vortiger in there. How do you pronounce that? I don't know. He's in the castle age. I mean, Prince John's still in the feudal age. I like how it gives them the names. Like, it'll give the computers names of, rulers of the nation they're playing as. I don't know, I just think it's a nice touch. Still need more food. Just a little bit more. There. Castle age. 100 units have plus 20 hit points. Prince John advanced to the castle age. Oh, well. Great. Good news for me. Great news for me. Enemy advanced to the castle age. Both of them. Best news. Best news. You know, I probably should have thought about rebuilding that tower. Well, then again, if I survived the castle age, I could think about, you know, saving up for a nice castle. Yeah, the enemy's in my town too, okay? Castles are really good at defense. Shoot tons of arrows. Literally tons of arrows. They just dump industrial crates of arrows. They just buy them at Costco. Oh. Yeah, I'm officially screwed. Let's just speed the game up. Look how much faster they move now. Look how much faster I die. You know, they improved the AI a lot, but they still kind of attack weird structures. I mean, I guess attacking resource harvesting structures makes sense, but at the same time, when I'm already howdy might as well just not. Just go back to work and it'll die. Building these boats is still a weird decision. They say they upgraded the AI, but are we sure? Where's the proof? Maybe it's a big Illuminati conspiracy to spoop for you. And great. It doesn't matter. So, yeah, this is a tutorial video on how not to play. Oh, I should probably show you. Yeah, let's just hide in the town center. Just to kill more their units at a spite. Oh, they have a battering ram. I'm screwed. Let's just watch everything I've built fall down. It's not kind of glorious empire. Oh, dude. You guys are screwed too. Did I just get a dumb AI? Those town centers are really close. Although I guess I can't criticize it. I mean, it's not like I'm good at this game. Oh, I actually killed their battering ram. I'm building a mining camp here while they're still attacking me. Arrogant bastards. Here, let's all run. Let's attack the enemies with my villagers. Sounds like the best idea I've ever had. I like how I haven't even killed like a single crossbowman, but all of my villagers died. Except for you guys are safe. Come on, help out. Perfect strat. Best strategy. Kamikaze villagers. There's a technology that makes your villagers have a higher attack. It's later game too. I've always wondered like what that was for. Like villagers do like higher damage against walls, and I'm like, is that really worth spending? Like, has there ever been like a successful raid on an enemy by villagers? I mean, if you were to do it, would you just do it to prove you're cocky? Alright, let's just destroy all my buildings. Get it over with. At least my unit producing buildings. You only need to lose your unit producing buildings to lose. And all your units. I have one villager. I could build another town center if I wanted. Start all over again. I think that just delay the inevitable. Just watch how my allies are dealing with it. Lots of pikemen. Attacking a woodcutting camp. Instead of these villagers which are escaping. And they finish just moving on to this mining camp. Seems like a good idea, right? Not really. Alright. Time to end this video. Goodbye. How come once I died, now they're asking to ally me? Oh, okay then. Well, let's see. I had the worst military, the worst economy, the worst technology, and the worst total score. I didn't have the most units killed or lost. The most buildings lost. I had the smallest army, least food and wood collected, most stone. I guess no one cared about stone. I mean, I guess building walls in place covered in shallows cost a lot. I got No, I actually didn't get to the ages. I didn't get to the feudal age last. The lowest map explored, lowest research, lowest all of this, lowest villagers too. Probably screwed me over. And I died first, so overall I'd say that went pretty well. I don't know why I'm still in this menu. Well, that's the end of the video. You just watched me get wrecked. I can't talk properly. Maybe next time I'll bend things to my favor a bit more. Maybe I'll actually learn how to play the game right. Or maybe I'll play something that I'm half decent at, but let's be honest. I'm not going to play something I'm half decent at. Alright, if you liked this video, then that's astonishing. I'm not even going to tell you to click the like button. I don't control your life. You control your life. Do what you want. Don't let your parents hold you down. They keep telling you, don't burn down the house. Just set everything on fire. I should raise kids.